Good afternoon and good morning, boomers. Shout out to all the crypto maniacs worldwide. It is the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's biggest cousin, cryptography's finest champagne crypto. Thanks for tuning in. Beans and Rice is here. Jojo Wave is here. Today we're talking about this Bitcoin Greenery grass-fed beef on the markets. Guys, there's a little panic when it goes under 10K and everybody starts spelling doom. I told you guys, in my opinion, DCA is the way to go. And for those that have been following the boomer strategy, we're back in the green, feeling better than ever. Shout out to Timmy. Shout out to Trap Talk, Beans and Rice, Jojo Wave, the rest of the boomers. Touch the buttons for me, guys. Subscribe, like, post notification, ding, ding. And throw those post notifications on because I'm getting them. I'm even getting them. So I don't know what happened out there. Maybe they got hit with a lawsuit or not, but the cucks at YouTube are being friendly these past weeks. So this past week, I'm not going to even say plural. I'm going to say week. Seems like some of the boomers have been getting those notifications, so that's a good deal. Shout out to Nano. I see you. The rest of the boomers out there, Timmy, all the pumpers. We're talking about the Bitcoin Greenery. There's not much crazy news out there, but you know, it's looking strong. It's looking strong. Every time that we dip under 10K, we shortly thereafter pump back under 10K. This one took a little longer than other dips, dives, and slides, but this pump certainly came as expected. I thought there was a possibility, a slight possibility of dippage under 9,000, but that did not occur. And it's safe to say that there is some serious support there at the $9,300, $9,400 range. Nanomex says, Champ, did you buy the dip? My strategy is DCA, but to be honest with you, I wasn't able to DCA this week. Actually, that's actually not true. Actually, let me retract that. I did get a small bag, so I did buy the dip, but nothing significant. Maybe less than $100 worth. I was able to secure under 10. I think around 95, 96. So what's up, Champ? Gambled smaller amount long at 95.59, 50x. Up huge. There you go. Shout out to Marlon. I know you had those buy orders lined up all the way down to 85. So Marlon, our day one boomer here. Yesterday, the lights were knocked off. Champ was sniped out by the funny bunny up and down. Yeah, I was sniped out, and then I went to get back online, but I was wrapping up the broadcast. So, here I'm back here. You guys know I'm going to be here. And if we do get sniped out, I'll go back online. We've done it many times, and that's what's happening. We get throttled sometimes here. I'm not the only one. I'll be honest with you. Those that are professing truth or alternative frequencies online here on the tube seem to have similar movements on their channel as far as getting throttled, shadow banned, no notifications, although it's improving. So I'm not complaining. But, I've seen a lot of people's live stream get throttled out there, including ours, like it was yesterday. And, I'm back. But that's the bottom line. I'm back and I'm here. And don't worry about it, Timmy or Dennis. Shout out to Marlon, Dennis, Nano, and the rest of the boomers. Any reason why the market's pumping today? We're going to be talking about 3 reasons why the Bitcoin price has pumped out there. Jojo, I came across an article, and I seem to agree with most of it, so I'm going to share it with you guys. So let's go ahead and look at the math. We'll get into reasons why Bitcoin has pumped and what people are saying about the hash rate, what they're expecting the Bitcoin hash rate to do as we approach the halvening and after the halvening. And again, we'll review the world's money market supplies so that you could see them visually compared to other asset classes as we did yesterday, just to remind the boomers how small the cryptocurrency market cap size is compared to other money markets, real estate, derivatives, even the world's billionaires out there. So we're going to be talking about that. I don't know you. I know you don't like shorting, but Champ, these futures are earning me bits up and down. There you go, Marlon. Shout out to you. I mean, I'm not mad at you. I'm just not going to take a stab at it at this moment. I'm not a fond of the shorts, but if you shorted when it took a dip from 10.2 to 9.4, you're going to win. I mean, that's obvious. So shout out to Marlon. I know you know what you're doing out there. So I'm not mad at you, Marlon. I'm just not going to follow every single movement. Almost 20 trillion in negative yielding global government bond debt. Fiat will be failing globally faster than we think, and Bitcoin will be going past the moon faster than we think. Crypto is only hard money. I agree. You know, that's the thing. You see these bonds, the 10-year yield curve. I mean, it's inverted compared to the 2-year, if I'm not mistaken. You earn more money locking your value up for 2 years than you do for 10 years. This is backwards land, inverted land. It's a scam, for lack of a better word, guys. You know, so many people want to point the finger and say crypto's the scam. But if you ask me, the major scam is what they've been pulling with this legacy fiat system. The Wizard of Oz is a little guy behind the curtain, and I don't know why everybody's so scared of him. Okay, only in Toto could we reveal the fraud that's going on, guys. Check out the video I have linked down below, NPCs and the hidden symbolism behind the Wizard of Oz. Shout out to the 12 crypto maniacs watching. Let me go ahead and turn off the coin, share my display, and talk today's mathematics before we get into reasons why Bitcoin price has kapumped in the past 24 hours. And we'll talk about the Bitcoin hash rate, what we expect it to do as we approach the halvening and thereafter. Currently at 10,680. Bitcoin is high today, a high today of 10,783. So we're up on, you know, the high end. Look at this nice kapump here in the past 24 hours on the chart, looking sexy. Let's check out today's math over there on CoinMarketCap. I noticed that the Bitcoin dominance is increasing as I just got an ad by eToro via the Brave browser. I'm getting ads during all the live streams. This is not set up. This is totally organic because I have the Brave browser. I can earn by viewing ads. And, you know, you can too via the link that I have down below. Guys, I'm going to say it in every single broadcast because this is easy crypto. Okay, this is easy crypto. And yes, if you do download the Brave browser via my link, I get about $5 in BAT. So there is a reason for me to talk about it. But you guys can earn as well. And then you can have a sexy browser like this that blocks out most of those ads on CoinMarketCap and whatnot. So let me go ahead and click this ad, kaboom, and I just earned something. Shout out to the Brave browser. Let's look at today's math. You got market cap there. Let me hit refresh. You're at $271 billion on all the bags worldwide, and the Bitcoin dominance continues to increase. Yesterday it was at 69%. Now we're at 70.5%. I can expect this thing to reach close to 75% or even more as we approach this happening. Right now, it's all about the bits. I'm sure there's other coins out there that you can find and maybe extract some value. And there's coins that are going to rise faster than Bitcoin, but, you know, you're chasing down a ghost. You know, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not going to say a ghost because it actually, they do actually exist in the physical, but it's trying to find like a few needles in the haystack. You're better off just holding this Bitcoin bag. It's up 7%, 10,666 currently. Let me hit refresh because I don't like the number. Okay, let me hit refresh again. The 666 still comes at us, but hey, I'm sure it'll change soon. Ether at 180, and that's moving slower than Bitcoin. Bitcoin Cash up almost 6% at 304. Even Litecoin is up close to $70, but it's not moving faster than Bitcoin. Litecoin, the last time I checked, was about 647,000 Satoshis. And I started DCAing above 700,000 Satoshis, and I should have dumped the whole bag. But again, it's down against Bitcoin, and it's bleeding out against the bits because all we care about here is the bits. Let's keep it 1,000. I mean, you know, the fiat is cute, but I compare everything to the bits. And you can see in the past 24, we had a little rise and a dump comparing Litecoin to Bitcoin's price. You know, I've been holding this bag for a while, and I think it's the heaviest bag that I hold, the most uncomfortable bag that I hold. Again, you know, it's not, I'm not going to say Litecoin's a shit coin, but, you know, when you see Bitcoin rising and rising and rising, and you think back at more bits that you could have stacked if you would have dumped this bag, that's where I'm at. Binance, luckily I've been DCAing out of this Litecoin. Binance at $22. Binance looking slim. I mean, I remember when Binance was touching $40. Okay. Binance looking slim. EOS gaining some weight as well. EOS to me is going to be like, is my Litecoin part 2. Okay. EOS to me right now is my Litecoin part 2. I got a baggage of EOS and I've DCA'd out of it as well. But maybe I'm holding too much EOS. So let's see. I like EOS, and I've always thought that it would be the competitor to Ethereum. But nowadays, it's been quiet for EOS. And things are looking more on the up and up on Ether nowadays, if you ask me. But both of them are not performing as well as Bitcoin. Satoshi Vision, we'll skip that. Monero at $75. Stellar at $6. Cardano at $4. Leo at $113. Tron at 16. Excuse me, at 1 cent. Tron's slipping in the rankings. Just, Tron was a top 10 coin, and, before you know, it's going to be a top 20 coin. Just like Chainlink, now it's 21. It touched number 15. I think the hype with Chainlink's over with, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't see this pumping again. Now, it'll stick around and everything, but it topped off around number 15 or 14. You got Huobi doing well, the baby Binance, and Ether Classic has been pumping these past couple of weeks because the Binance lending platform accepts Ethereum Classic, and I believe that they're offering about 10% APR, if I'm not mistaken. And you guys could check out the coin market cap for the rest of the prices. Let me bring back up the chart. I see blockchain Susha. He says, what's up, boomers? I know what coin market cap says, but if you remove the illiquid coins, Bitcoin dominance is well above 90%. You got a point there, Susha. So yeah, you got to have a significant amount of your crypto portfolio in Bitcoin. I've always said about 50%, but I've moved that to about 70%. And I got boomers here that they're all in Bitcoin. They're not even playing with altcoins. Batman is 90% BTC, and I respect that. And, maybe I should get closer to that dominance on my Bitcoin bag. Trace Mayer was dropping some good Bitcoin knowledge today on the tube, says CryptoZilla. Okay, I've seen the name, but I don't know much. Batman says, precious metal are more undervalued than crypto, bro. Maybe silver, but I still don't see precious metals booming harder than crypto will in the next 5 years. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm not a hater on silver. I got silver coins. I got a gold. I've showed them here. Actually, I got a video. It's probably still up that I pulled out the bag. I showed you some coins. I got a nice silver STEEM coin as well. And, I like the silver. But if you ask me, what is going to do better, Bitcoin or silver or gold in the next 5 years? I would bet on Bitcoin, me personally. But that's not to say not to hold the baggage, because I can't argue against precious metals. These things have been around. Why do we call it Bitcoin? Because it's kind of like a coin, like a metal. So yeah, I can't I can't disagree with boomers that are holding these metals. Charles says Cardano's 2 years ahead of Ether and Shelly's complete stacking before the year is out. Yeah, I saw that. Again, it's more promise. But, and I like Cardano. I think there's a possibility there, but, let's see. It costs $12 to mine an ounce of silver. There you go, Batman. Yeah, I think silver is more undervalued than gold. But here's the thing with silver. My understanding is that the JPs of the world, the Morgans of the world, are manipulating the markets. Silver's up 80 cents today. There you go. Let me pull up the silver market just since we're talking about the metals. $19 on silver. Nice. Look at that pump on silver. Nice. Very nice. Buy some real gold too. Yeah, when it comes to these precious metals, don't get the metals on paper. Don't get a crypto backed by metal either. Follow the standard that we've been following here, which is controlling your own value, holding your own keys. And on top of that, hold your own coins. Don't let another man give you a piece of paper. Don't put it in a bank. Hold your baggage. Governments will seize your precious metals when the storm hits. Cryptos are protected by cryptography. I feel safer with my cryptos. I understand that, Marlon. I understand that. And, that's why you're probably holding more crypto than metals. But, again, that's when it comes to the metals, that's assuming they know where the metals are. Yeah. What you think of ICX, champ, says Oscar. I did a video on ICS, Oscar. You may want to Google Champagne Icon. I like it, the Korean Ethereum, but right now I'm not focused on those altcoins. And, I'm not focused on it, I'll be honest with you. The Mayer multiple was created by Trace Mayer as a way to analyze the price of Bitcoin in a historical context. Okay, thanks for letting us know, CryptoZilla. Batman says, yeah, but an EMP attack, no more crypto, bye-bye. Yeah, but you could say that. I mean, listen, an EMP attack will knock out more than just crypto. So, I mean, EMP attack will knock off the banks as well. I mean, your debit card won't work. So, we would have bigger problems than crypto not working if we get hit by an EMP, So, I'm not, I don't think that that's a factor that we need to strongly consider. Although it is a factor, the considerations is less. If you got an EMP, if you're attacked by an EMP, spending your crypto is the least of your worries. You need to get food and water. Stay away from small caps, Oscar, says Blockchain Susha. Yeah, I would agree. You know, I like ICX and, you know, it's a cool idea, but, you know, ask yourself this question. Is it better than holding Bitcoin? That's the bottom line. With all these coins out there, boomers, is it better than holding Bitcoin? That's what you need to ask yourself whenever you're touching any of these coins. Am I better off holding the bag? And, you know, it's a mistake I made with Litecoin. I said, oh, Litecoin's cute. It's this. It may pump, you know, this and that. And I kept holding the bag even when Charlie Lee, the captain of the ship, abandoned the whole cruise ship. Okay, let us sink here below $100. And in one case, below 50. Okay, I was better off holding the Bitcoin bag. I should have asked that question to myself and said, champ, what's better here, Litecoin or Bitcoin? You know, and that's what I'm asking now. You know, when I'm looking at all the altcoins that I have, I'm saying, what's better here? You know, the alt or the bits? So secure all the bits that you can. And if you have some room to play, okay, in the sandbox with the rest of the little baby altcoins, then go ahead and do it. But, you know, recognize that the big daddy here is bits. It won't knock my silver and gold. Yeah, if you get hit by an EMP, you know, it won't knock your silver and gold. And the government historically has taken away gold in the 30s. You know, they banned gold. I don't know if everybody complied and they were able to seize everything, but you know, there was a point there that gold was banned here in the States. Nano dumped all his altcoins earlier this year, 100% Bitcoin now, no regrets. There you go. You know that, and there you go. You're doing it better than I am. I'm not 100% Bitcoin. Okay, I still play in the sandbox with a little bit of baby alts out there, but I've always recognized that at least if you want to be a wild maniac, at least half the bag should be in Bitcoin. In this case, I said 70, and other people are doing 90 and 100%. Reed Mac just dropped me 2. Keep kabooming, champ. Thank you, Reed. It's nice to see you back in the population of the chat box. Reed Mac, one of our day one boomers out there. It's been a while since I've seen you out there, Reed. Nice to see you. Thank you for the 2. I appreciate it. Guys, follow the leader, Reed, here, and drop a couple ducats here in the bucket if you're getting some value from the stream. All the gratuities, super chats, and tips go to the young boomer and the boomette. Got to keep the young ones strong. It's the intellectual investment of the best minds that is the source of crypto value, says Marlon. Yeah, and then, you know, it's actually backed by some proof of work. I think that people don't get this is why I kind of like proof of work better than proof of stake, because Bitcoin's actually backed by physical machines that are running, that are doing work. You know, you just can't all of a sudden, you know, create a Bitcoin out of thin air. So, you know, yes. I like alts, but until alt season, I'm 90% Bitcoin, says Batman. And I'm not upset, man, Batman. I think that's a sound strategy. I think the ETF announcement and back custody Bitcoin is about to make another parabolic move. We're going to talk about that. Icon has voting and staking now, but the price drop and still waiting on who will be using it in South Korea mainly. And another question here with ICX and a lot of these other platforms, you know, how many people are actually developing it and how many people are actually using it? Okay, it's cool that a lot of people may be holding it, and it's cool that it may have some superior technology. All that is cute, but how many people are actually building, and how many people are actually using it? What's the size of the community? Let's go ahead and talk about reasons why Bitcoin price has been kapumping as I get another ad from Black Cloud via my Brave browser. It's the second ad that I'm getting in this live stream alone. And I've been getting an average about 5 ads per hour, and I'm stacking these little baby bats and, you know, swapping them out as I receive them into Bitcoin. I mean, like, I like BAT and everything, but, you know, more bits, more kabooms. Marlon says you'll gain great profits on Bitcoin, but investing in the right alts will make you filthy, stinking rich. But here's the thing, Marlon, you know, which specific alts? I mean, we are all just speculating. I know a majority of us would agree that ETH may be that alt that kapumps, and I'm sure there's a handful of other ones, but, you know, which one? And in the meantime and in between time, when you speculate on ETH, on Litecoin, on EOS, or on Energy, or any of these tokens, Bitcoin just keeps going up. Boom, boom, boom. So it's like a safe bet on Bitcoin. Yes. Some of those altcoins, you know, you get the right one, you will be filthy, stinking rich. I agree. But again, to me, it still seems like a gamble. Yeah, some alts have the capacity to pump 500 or 1,000. Those days are over for Bitcoin. Yeah, I agree. But which one? Which alt? Which one? And in the meantime, I don't think those alts are going to pump until after Bitcoin finds its new price after the halving or in and around that time. 3 reasons why Bitcoin price has surged $700 this week. This is out of bitcoinist.com. It's linked down below, posted by Anatol Antonovici. Excuse me if I'm mispronouncing that. Here's the rundown of the article. Binance and Bitfinex have announced Bitcoin derivatives. They believe the whale shakeout is complete, and Tether printed another batch of US dollar tethers. Bitcoin has bounced back above the 10K level, gaining over $700 since Sunday. Here are 3 of the main drivers. So Binance and Bitfinex have announced Bitcoin derivatives. I didn't know this. While Bitcoin started as a decentralized digital currency meant for peer-to-peer transaction, crypto exchanges reshaped the coin's flow by handling most of the trading. Now they propose various approaches to get indirect exposure to Bitcoin, especially through derivatives. And I think derivatives are toxic, if you ask me. I mean, it's just debt, but whatever. Let's keep talking about this article. Binance announced the arrival of its new crypto futures trading platform. However, the company run by CZ has more options. Binance will run 2 standalone testnet platforms until September 8th. In the meantime, users will vote which of these deserve to go live. Okay, so Binance is offering derivatives. So is Bitfinex. You could keep reading it. That's one of the reasons that they're saying that the price is pumping. Whale shakeout complete is the second reason. Besides the derivatives offered by Binance and Bitfinex, ICE backed is gradually launching the first Bitcoin futures trading platform with physical delivery. And that this backed platform, they need to physically back their futures contracts with real Bitcoin. So, it seems like they've perhaps maybe accumulated the first round or the majority of the bits that they're going to accumulate now as they open up shop. Tether printing another batch of USD. And basically it's counterfeit crypto so they can buy more USD is basically how I look at it. Bitcoin price might also be getting a boost from the newly minted tethers entering the market. On Monday, Twitter user Whale Alert reported that the company moved about $7 million worth of tether from the treasury to an unidentified wallet and has minted a further 10 million. So, I mean, what are they just printing this out of thin air? I mean, apparently Tether is actually backed by cash, but who's verifying this? This is funny bunny. This is like counterfeit. Imagine you could just print a bunch of fake USD Tether coins and then go buy a Bitcoin with them. It's kind of what seems like it's happening here. So I don't know what's up with Tether. And I've always said that these stable coins seem like counterfeit crypto. The only stable coin that seems legit to me is the DAI. If you ask me, maybe there's other ones, but DAI seems like the most legit one. There's a strong correlation between Tether minting and the price of Bitcoin. Many analysts accept that the Tether market front runs the Bitcoin market and plays an important role in propping up the leading crypto's value. Okay, you can keep reading that. So, what do you think? Why do you think Bitcoin has consolidated above 10K? I think because it's inevitable that it's going to its all-time high by the halving. So there's a bunch of reasons, including the whale alerts, the tether printing, the derivatives. I think it's a perfect storm. And little by little, people are acquiring more bits, and more kabooms. And we're seeing a healthy increase in value towards its former all-time high of 20,000. I'm actually liking that we're earning our keep here. I told you guys before in this last bull run at the beginning of the summer, when we got close to 14, 15,000, it got a little spooky because it pumped from like 5,000 all of a sudden quickly in a few weeks to almost 14. And I thought that was too fast. And I'm enjoying the fact that we have shown support there around $10,000. And Bitcoin's basically earning its keep right now. Got to risk a leg or a limb to make that serious money. Indeed, you got to be prepared to lose an arm or a leg. You know the deal, Marlon. Double X is here with his glasses. I see you. Tether manipulation. Bitcoin won't run to all-time highs until Tether goes away, says Thai City. What evidence do you have to prove that? Spiciest Meme Lord says Bitcoin Satoshi Vision 10K in 2024. That's how you risk a limb. Go ahead, Meme Lord. If you keep believing in that coin, you may end up broke. because the trend is downwards. So but again, if you're willing to risk your arm and your leg, I'm sure someone will remove it for you if you're holding that bag. CryptoZilla says big money invests in a lot of projects knowing that a high percent will fail, not make much, because the one that takes off makes up for all the losses. Indeed. Speaking of DieChamp, I implore you and the boomers to check out Compound Flat Platform. Exactly, I have. Allows you to lock up DAI in a smart contract and earn 11% annually. Absolutely. Compound.finance. And I'll maybe cover it, but yeah, I've checked it out extensively. And you can lend not only DAI, but ETH and other coins as well. So this DeFi on ETH is real. Absolutely. And I said this, I said this just a few streams ago. Guys, decentralized finance. DeFi is going to be the crypto buzzword for 2020. Remember where you heard it first. DeFi, 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 DeFi. It's going to be all about DeFi. Just like, blockchain became the sexy word, DeFi is going to be a sexy word. Okay. And Marlon was one of the first boomers that was pointing me in that direction via the Maker CDP. I know you know what you're doing out there. Bitcoin hash rate won't drop after halving if Bitcoin price rises above $20,000, says an analyst on UDOT today. Okay. Let me know what you think about this. Miners will be better off after the halving, says, lagging behind crypto hubs, and Venus versus Libra is the talk of this particular article. Miners will be better off after halving. Here's a quote from Mad Habji, and I believe he's a miner. Okay. He says, given the recent turmoil with the trade war and economic instability, we could see the price of Bitcoin doubling between now and the halving. At the price above 20,000, miners would actually still be better off in that scenario. I think that it's a very realistic scenario that we can look forward to given all the instability around the world. Okay, I do believe that it's a possibility that it can reach its all-time high in and around that halving. I mean, we're already basically at 11. We've seen prices reach up to almost 14,000 this year. So, the probability of it touching 20K sometime next year, I think is high. Again, no one knows. So I may be wrong. I may be right. No one knows. Yeah, read this. It's just basically a positive news, thinking that, unlike Litecoin, that is basically being dumped now after the halving, I don't think that's going to happen with Bitcoin. Could someone see if the Litecoin hash rate has decreased? Because I know it was stable in and around the time of the halving, but I would suppose that the hash rate for Litecoin has been decreasing in the past couple of weeks as the price has. But this one's linked down below. And I'll leave you, again, showing you this visualization, these visual graphics here that I shared yesterday, and I've shared plenty of times. And I think this is actually a nice link, a good resource for you to get an understanding of how big these money markets are in the world. Okay, here's the silver market. Okay, just this little blip. Silver, at the time that this was created, had a market cap around 17 billion. That's when silver's spot price was around $17 per ounce. That has increased. So, maybe it's slightly bigger. Okay. Silver is trading in around $18 today. So, make that square just slightly bigger. Compare that market cap size to crypto. Crypto had slightly under a $200 billion market cap when this infographic was created. So right now we're about a $300 billion market cap. So, you could visualize this a little bit bigger, but it's still a fraction of the size compared to the biggest companies in the world, like Berkshire Hathaway, Microsoft, Alphabet, Apple, Facebook, and Amazon, which are worth around $807 billion, the world's biggest company. So we're less than an eighth of the world's biggest companies, and compare that to the world's richest people, which is interesting to me. There's 50 people that are richer than the world's biggest companies. That's interesting. These guys are holding a lot of baggage. In other words, in aggregate, the world's richest people are worth a hefty $1.9 trillion. And you can see they have Gates listed as wealthier than Bezos, although I think Bezos has earned more baggage than him. But, you could see that the 50th richest people they have more value than the top companies in the world. You can see that compared to California's GDP, which is 2.9 trillion. Compare that to the Fed's balance sheet, which is about 4.5 trillion. All the currencies in the world are about 7.6 trillion. And here's another interesting number. The market cap size of gold is around 8 trillion. That's when gold was 1,275. Gold right now is almost $1,600. So that has grown a little bit. So gold is still significantly higher than the crypto market. So, and that's interesting, way bigger than the silver markets too. And then compare that to the stocks, which is 73 trillion. Global money supply, about 36 trillion. And the global debt, which is greater than the money supply, so you could never pay back the debt, is about 215 trillion. And then the real estate is 217. And then finally, the derivatives. This is a low-end estimate, $544 trillion worth of derivatives. This is just fake money and more debt, if you ask me. Okay, look how big it is. I keep scrolling and keep scrolling and keep scrolling and keep scrolling and keep scrolling. So this is significantly bigger than the crypto market, which is ranked number 2 on this list. So, I mean, listen, crypto, when I say we're shooting for $1 trillion market cap, which could put crypto around Bitcoin around $30,000, I don't think that's a wild guess at all. I mean, listen, I mean, all you got to do is, double or triple this. It'll still be less than the market cap size of the biggest companies in the world. It'll still be less than the 50 richest people in the world. I mean, Gates, Bezos, and friends, they could buy all the crypto and lock it all down. These are the real whales in the world. Yeah, so check that out. I have it linked down below, and I'll keep sharing this because I think that this is a good visualization as to the size of these markets for you boomers out there that, don't think that Bitcoin can keep gaining weight. It's still a little blip on the radar, and silver as well, a little blip on the radar. Let me check out these comments here in the population of the chat box. I'll take a few more comments and questions before I go ahead and tune down the live broadcast. Bond market is more fragile than we think. I agree. Look at China playing funny bunny games with their new digital money. Absolutely. England Fed governor calling for non-sovereign world reserve currency to replace dollars like Bitcoin. Fundamentals for Bitcoin are super strong and adoption will be forced very soon. Bitcoin is here to consume all the fiat, guys. You know the deal. It's here to eat them all up. I see Bitcoin at $250K to $1 million per less than 5 years. Listen, I can't see it, but I can see that it's possible looking at the visualization. I'm still trying to get to 30K to 50K, but I've heard those wild estimates, Marlon. I've heard 250. I've heard the million. You're certainly not the only boomer that has brought up those numbers. The mania will be crazy. Shout out to Michael Toth from Slovakia, listening on my bike. Shout out to everybody in Slovakia. We had boomers from Slovakia here yesterday, from Germany, and where else? We had some foreign boomers out there, and I appreciate all you maniacs. Shout out to Slovakia. Let me drop a bomb, and let me snipe out a baby bear cub dancing and prancing out there, just because. And while we're at it, let me click on this ad that I just got from Herd via my Brave browser, because I'm getting these ads, boomers. I'm getting these ads. And listen, it's only a few cents of crypto, maybe a couple dollars at the end of the month, but it's more than what you get with your Chrome browser. Your Chrome browser is tracking you. And my understanding that Brave is a little more private. Okay, I'm sure it's not completely private, but a little bit more. And they give you something for it. So, check it out. Bitcoin has no top because fiat has no bottom. I like that. And Susha is agreeing on that $250,000 Bitcoin. Listen, guys, if we hit 250K Bitcoin, I'm going to be crip walking all day long. I'm just going to be crip walk all day long. Kaboom, kaboom. Drop a bomb and turn off the drum beat. I may get flagged there by Universal Music, as they do randomly. Okay, they think they own a drum loop, which is ridiculous. Anyhow, shout out to Marlon, Blockchain Susha, Michael Toth out there in Slovakia, and the rest of the boomers. Take a few more comments and questions. I got articles linked down below, reasons why the Bitcoin price is kabooming. Bitcoin hash rate won't drop after the halving, and then all the world's money supply visualized. So you could see how small crypto is compared to something like real estate, gold, the stock market, the bonds. This thing has room to grow. Marlon saying he's calling 250K based on fundamentals and past performance, and $1 million based on FOMO and mania. Susha says 250K is enough to usurp the American dollar, says Blockchain Susha. That would be exciting. That would be exciting. But you know, let's let's get to all-time highs. Let's get to this $1 trillion market cap first. But you know, I'm prepared. I'm ready. I'm ready to snipe. I'm ready to quit block. Let's do it. I'm a believer, guys. I've been spreading that good crypto word because I'm a believer. I think that Bitcoin is more honest than the fiat system. I mean, listen, you know, there's all kinds of conspiracies that you can come up with Bitcoin, and you could say that, you know, it's part of the beast from day one, that it's created by DARPA, that Nakamoto's government agency. We could talk about it all day long. But the way I'm looking at it, mathematically, it seems more honest than the fiat system. Maybe I'm wrong, but it certainly seems that way. And I'm betting on the honesty. I'm betting on a true peer-to-peer currency and a store of value, and that's why I like Monero as well. On that note, guys, we've been streaming for 36 minutes. We have 20 crypto maniacs here in the population of the chat box. I think I'm going to go ahead and tune down the broadcast. I'll be back tomorrow with the good crypto word. If you turned on your post notifications, chances are you'll get a notifications because I've gotten them the past 3 to 4 days. So let me know if you've been getting those notifications. If you haven't, bookmark the page. We'll be here late mornings, early afternoons, Eastern Standard Time, spreading the good crypto word. Stay strong out there. Make sure you go to the gym like the champ did this morning. I hit up squats and, you know, I'm staying strong. Put weight on the bar, guys. Put weight on the bar. I don't want you guys looking sloppy. I don't want you guys looking fat like fat boys, or I don't want you looking like skinny minis, aka the Walking Dead Vitalik. Okay, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Stay strong out there. Lucky, Susha, Marlon, and the rest of the boomers. Thank you, Reed Mac, for the gratuity. I appreciate you. I'll be back. Stay strong out there, boomers. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's biggest cousin, cryptography's finest. Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.